Hi there, beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. It's Wednesday, which for me means WTF Wednesday, weekly tracking of finances. So thank you for being here. Click that subscribe button, like the video, and let's go. Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Before we get started in this video, let me go ahead and grab today's prompt card. It's been a hot minute since we've done a prompt card. If you're new to my videos, this is a prompt card. It's basically a conversation starter, so I'll ask and answer the question on the card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. It's just a little something to help us get to know each other better. So today's prompt card is, what should parents stop teaching their kids? This might spark some controversy. I don't know about you, but in today's world, I am seeing a lot of privileged children. Kids who think everything should be given to them, that they don't have to work for what they want. And I totally blame parents for that, because if you're giving your kids everything without any kind of work to earn that thing, then you're the problem. I'm just noticing a lot of sense of entitlement among kids, and my kids are no exception. I've noticed sometimes my kids fall into that rut, and I'm like, we need to backtrack a little bit and figure out where we went wrong on this, because you're not owed anything. I don't know where you got that impression, but you're not owed anything. You have to work for it. And another thing is, just because you're offended by something doesn't mean everyone around you has to change their perspective or their attitude towards that thing. You are not the center of the universe. You're the center of my world, but definitely not the universe. What about you guys? What should parents stop teaching their kids? Okay, so WTF Wednesday, here we are again. These weeks just seem to fly right on by. We are working with the second week now in October. That's craziness. Still is not hitting me that it's October just yet. If this is one of your first times ever joining me on one of my WTF Wednesday videos, hi, welcome. What I like to do is every Wednesday I go through the past week of online expenses. These are online only. I track cash expenses a different way. So this is just to help me keep track of what we are swiping for, so that I make sure I replace that money back in the bank every single week. This method works really well when you have a buffer in your account that doesn't belong anywhere, just some money that you can use as petty cash, and you pay it back each week or however often you need to, which is what I do. I also use no spend stickers to congratulate myself when I don't spend anything out of our account, which is always a good thing. No spending means less spending. So that's about all I think you need to know. And with that, we're just going to go ahead and get started. I think I'm using black. So let me grab my black pen. I am using the Frixion or Friction Clicker Erasable Pen by Pilot. So if you were wondering, that's what I'm using. I get these off of Amazon and I love them. Have to have erasable because I tend to make mistakes. All right, so let's get started with this. On the 5th, we did have a grocery purchase. And that was, I'm rounding up, 75. But on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, no spend. I know, can you believe it? Like, I can't even believe it, to be honest. No spend. We have been trying to spend more cash than swiping, which is really helpful for me in, look, we're done, in curbing spending, because when you see the cash and you're having to spend the cash, you tend to like not want to spend as much. It's kind of crazy. Like, I was taking my girls, we went to, where did we go? We went somewhere. Oh, I took them out to a Korean barbecue place because, you know, the boys were gone for the festival, and we had time because we had like an hour wait, and we went and just went through like some different stores that were in the location. And I tell you, having cash, I didn't buy anything. Like, there was a lot of things I wanted to buy, but I was like, do I really want to spend this cash? I don't know. I don't think so. And I ended up not buying anything. Like, that's huge. Whereas before with a swipe or whatever, I was like, yeah, I'll swipe. So I can really tell why cash spending definitely helps you curb, because you don't want to give that money away. Whereas when you're swiping, you're not actually physically giving any cash over, and you don't feel it as much as you do when you're giving cash. So that's really, really helped me. All right, but on the 11th, we did have some purchases. I had 2 car maintenance purchases and a therapy. So car maintenance and therapy is so hard to write when you have nothing to bear down on. All right, so the first car maintenance was 31. We're just going to round up. And the second was 68. And then therapy, of course, 65. So the main categories we would typically pull from would be our account buffer, which is something we don't want to pull from because this is our saving grace. This allows us to make these purchases, so I don't want to take from it. The other thing I would usually write here is grocery buffer, but I have been doing all cash for my groceries lately, so I'm not even going to write that here. And then the last thing would be sinking funds, which is a cute little term for all of these envelopes we're going to be pulling cash from. All right, so that is it. What I'm going to do now is be a little extra. I'm going to go ahead and put these squares on my purchases so that I have a little check box. It's totally not needed, but I have them and I want to. So I'll do that, set everything up, and then we will start pulling some cash. Okay, so the first thing we have is grocery, which is in my revolving binder. And I'm not even sure what we have in here left. We need 75. I have 100 and I have no change. Let's see. I bet I can make change out of my savings challenge. This is the way I condense my savings challenges right here. Let's see what we have. $20, $40, $60, $80, $100. Yeah, let's do that. And we will put this 100 in here. And now we can make 75, hopefully. 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, and 75. Perfect. Let's put it right here. All right, so 20, 40, 41 is left in our grocery. But there's actually some in my wallet too. It's just ones though. Been trying to keep a little bit in the wallets so that when we're out and about, we need something, we have it there and we don't have the excuse. Next up is mental health. I'm going to go ahead and grab that here. And we're doing 65 for that. So 50, 65. And that leaves enough for 2 more appointments, but we get paid on Friday, so we'll be putting 2 more in there. I like being a little bit ahead just in case something happens. And last but not least, we have car maintenance, which looks like it's $99. So I'm just going to pull a 100, and I can probably make some change out of this with that trusty savings challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so that means $1 goes here. We'll put this back in. So we just took care of those, which means we didn't spend anything from account buffer, which is good. From sinking funds, we pulled 150. Hold on. Let's put these in order. Actually, before I count this, let me go ahead and tally up how much we have spent in total for this week. So we spent a total of $239. Now let's see how much we have. 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 225, 30, 35, 236, 7, 8, and 239. And I have not gone to the bank yet from last week. It's fine. I'll probably just repurpose this cash because we get paid on Friday, so I will reuse these bills and just subtract it from what I would have withdrawn, if that makes sense. So in total, we have 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 50, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 25, 35, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, and 55, 56. Okay, so I'll just repurpose this cash for our cash stuffing on Friday, and I'll just subtract what I have here from what I need to withdraw. So that is it. The last thing I want to do is go over to, let me go ahead and put these back here. Where am I? There it is. Okay. Put this here for next week, ready to go. And then 239, we're going to transfer that over to October, to our transaction log section. $239. And that is a total so far of $536. We're doing good. We are doing good. All right, so now that I have you here, if you want the part of WTF Wednesday, that part is over. So I'm going to move on to, since this video is super short because we're not spending as much out of our account, I would like to go ahead and start prepping for the paycheck on Friday. So if you guys want to stick around and watch me as I try and budget out the paycheck for Friday, feel free. I figured I would just add this in there, make this video a little bit more lengthy so that you have content to watch if you want to. So I am going to be preparing for our paycheck on Friday. So I already know how much my hubby is going to get. So it's $23.43. I'm not going to calculate the change. We usually expect $2,300, so it's $43 more. And this is for the first pay of the, oh my gosh, first paycheck of the month. We are here already, yes. This is full-time, and it's a regular, so no bonus. That was $43 more, so that's cool. Now, for bills, we are working on November bills. And last month we were able to put, let's see, we put $300 towards November bills here. So our new total for bills is $23.50. So as far as I am aware, I think that these two paychecks are normal paychecks, no bonuses. Let's see. Yes, so normal paycheck, normal paycheck. So I need to split the remainder in half, which is $2,050, $20.50 divided by two paychecks. That's $10.25 I need to pull from each paycheck to cover full November. So $10.25, and that will bring November total to what, $13.25 that we have as a total. So that doesn't leave a lot of playroom, which I kind of expected this month. However, we do have other paychecks coming, so hopefully we can help cushion that a little bit. But after we take out our bills for November, we have $13.18 left. That's not a lot, but it's okay. So we always have to do $200 for my husband and $30 for me for gas. So $230 for gas. And then for spending, we might have to go pretty low, but whose turn was it anyway for spending? I don't even know, because it's been a while since we have had to swap. Okay, let's go back to September. What was the last swap? It was me. So I get the full and my hubby gets 20. And then I get the full. So minus 150 minus 20, and then minus 130, because that 130 that would have been his spending will go into mental health. So that leaves $788. Now, $60 of that has to go towards allowances for the kiddos. $60, and then $30 for wallet cash, always. So that leaves $698. For groceries, I think I'm only going to do, because this is what's happening. Let's look. We have this payday here. We have another payday for Modus here. And then my hubby's side hustle. He's going to give me some of his side hustle. And then I have the YouTube cash stuffing here. And then we have a whole nother paycheck there. So what I might do is, depending on how much this is, which I won't know just yet, but I can probably swing maybe $200 towards groceries on that. But I can definitely pull some from my hubby's side hustle for groceries. So I think that I will be okay with doing, maybe let's do $400 towards groceries with this paycheck. So that leaves $298. So one thing I do every single paycheck is there are certain envelopes that I have to put in. So for instance, let's see, my necessity ones are 17 and 13 for hubby and wifey. That's for our birthdays. And then we are doing 25, 27, and 20. So 25, 27, and 20. And then we are doing 25 in grad party. And then we're doing 20 in savings. These are the necessity ones. So let's see what we got after that. So minus 17, minus 13, minus, oops, 13, minus 25, minus 27, minus 20, minus 25, minus 20, and that's it, okay? So we've got those necessity ones. Another thing that I like to do is definitely put some towards our medical, because we do have medical bills we are trying to pay. So I think that I'm going to do a full, let's do 100. I know it's a lot, but we have medical bills. So that leaves 51. I do want to put $5 in each of my kids' savings, so that's minus 15. I am trying to get 2 months in advance, so in addition to the 10,025 or 1,025 plus let's do 10 towards being a month in advance. So 10. That leaves 26. Not a lot. Not a lot. And this is usually where I will pull out my envelopes and just see what is lacking, what could use a little extra something. I think that I definitely want to put, let's do 10 towards Thanksgiving. So that leaves 16. And then I'm going to put 5 into my pets. And then maybe this 11 can go towards, well, I know I'm going to put the $1 in gaming because that just makes the most sense to put singles in. So that leaves $10. And I might do, I'm trying to figure out which is more important. And I'm thinking I'm going to do family fun 5 and date night 5. And then leave the rest. So that's 10. So that's a zero-based budget. Then what I like to do is just to make sure that I did this correctly, I do it all again. And that's it. That's perfect. All right. Oh, I didn't do anything for Christmas. What am I thinking? Oh my goodness. I think I'll be okay. I'll just make up for the Christmas with our modus check and with our side hustle incomes. So yeah, I think I'm okay not stuffing Christmas this time. All right, so now I do the denominations. So I know for my hubby, he likes 20s. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, and then 20 for me. So that's 11 20s and then 110. And then for his spending, he gets the 20. For mine, I get, let's see, 2 50s, 2 20s, and 2 5s. I like it that way. So 50, 100, 20, 40, 45, 50. For allowances, my son likes his in 10s, and then my daughters like theirs in 5s. So 10, 20, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60. And then for wallet cash, I do 120 and 110. For groceries, I'm good with hundreds. So, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm good with hundreds. So we'll do 4 $100 bills. For my pets, I'm going to do a 5, 5, 5, and then a $1 bill. Holidays, I'll just do that in a 10, and then 10, 5, and then 2 ones. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 10, 13, and then we have 25, and then 25, 6, 7, and then just a 20. Then we have 25, we have 5, 5, 5, and a 20. And then for medical, I'm just going to do a 100. For bills advancement, I do this all in prop except for that $10 bill. So I'm going to do prop and then 110. I almost wrote 10. 110 prop for the rest of that. Oops. I'm nervous. Y'all are staring at me. For mental health, I like to do 250s, 2 10s, and 2 5s. So that's 50, 100, 10, 20, 25, and 30. So we've got all our denominations done. So now what I like to do is get the cash that I was using in my back to the bank, what I would have deposited. So I'm going to use that first. Does that make sense? So instead of depositing it, I'm just going to grab this cash. We're going to repurpose it, and then it will be not withdrawn when the bank when I have to go and withdraw the rest of the amount. So we have 1, 2, 3 $100 bills. So I can't separate that. So let's just do 3, and then I circle it, and then 1 right there. So 3 $100 bills. We have 150. So is there just a 1? Of course not. So sorry if it's shaking. I do 1 and then 1. And for 20s, we have 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 20s. And we have enough here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 20s taken care of. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 10s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then for 5s, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5s. So let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And then for $1 bills, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and $6. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So those are the bills I already have. So I will now take this and put this into my envelope here, ready to go. I have some loose prop bills here. It doesn't have the 1K, so this is where I actually keep all my prop bills here. So I'm going to pull this 1K because we're doing 10, 25. So 20 and 5. You guys never get to see these behind the scenes. It's kind of cool. So 500s I keep in here. 100s. These are only hundreds. Yeah. So 100s here. 50s. There's 3 50s there. 20s here. $2 bills here. And then the 1. And this is something I just got off of Amazon. I believe it's actually fireproof, but it didn't need to be. I just needed like something to keep all my prop bills in. So 1,025 is what we are pulling for the prop bills for our bills for November. And when I go make the deposit, I obviously will not count that or make the withdrawal. I leave that in my billing account ready to go for November. So now what I like to do is just go through and find out how much I need. So I need 1, 2 $100 bills, so 2. And then for 50s, I need 1, 2, 3. For 20s, I need 11, 12, 13, 14. For 10s, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5s, I need 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then for 1s, I need 2. So then I just calculate that up above here. So that's $200. That's 150. 14 times 20. That's 280. That's 50. 16 times 5. That's 80. And then 2. Add all of that up together. That's 200, 150, 280, 50, 80, and 2. So that's 762. So then I do a total here. So prop bills is 1025. Back to the bank cash that we had. We have 1, 2, 300, 350, 70, 90, 410, 430, 50, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 25, 35, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 556 plus the withdrawal amount. So that's 1025 and prop bill 556 that we're reusing from back to the bank, and then 762 that we need to withdraw. That equals the 2343, and so we did it right. Then I just take my little teller slip here, take a little hand sanitizer, take my trusty rag that is clearly used for this purpose, and I wipe it off. And then on the back of this, I actually keep my account number so that it's easy for me to remember, and they can flip it over if they need to. So I just take a Sharpie marker like that, and I just input all of these numbers there. So for 1s, we need 2. So that's going to be $2. For 5s, we need 16. So that's going to be $80. For 10s, we need 5. That's going to be $50. For 20s, we need 14. That's going to be $280. And for 50s, we need 3 for a total of $150. And for 100s, we need 2. So that's a total of 200 for a grand total of 762 that I will be withdrawing. Then I just put this in my wallet, and when I'm out and about, I'll have it ready to go. And so now you've seen the behind the scenes of how I pre-plan when I'm going to do my cash stuffing. This is what I withdraw. I like when they're really big because that's a lot more numbers to play with, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So you got a sneak peek behind the scenes of Friday's video. Now you know what we're gonna be stuffing, but please come and watch it anyway. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video out. Thank you guys so much for sticking around if you're still here. And if you are still here and you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. You're already a part of the family. You might as well become part of it. It's free for you and it means the world to me. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys on Friday for our cash stuffing video. I hope you guys continue to have a great week, and as always, until next time, bye.